Charlotte Casiraghi, granddaughter of the legendary Hollywood actress and Princess Grace Kelly of Monaco, bears some hypnotic, subtle resemblance to her grandmother. And just like Grace, Charlotte is one of the Principality's top beauties. And although Charlotte has no official title, in the press she is called no other than the unspoken Princess of Monaco, Charlotte is the daughter of Princess Caroline, the eldest daughter of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III of Monaco. It would seem that the girl's life should be cloudless and happy, you bet, such a beautiful and smart girl. But since childhood Charlotte was very lonely and desperately needed love, the girl's mother was widowed at the age of 33 years. The husband of Princess Caroline and the father of little Charlotte, Italian businessman Stefano Casiraghi, died while participating in competitions on speedboats. Moreover, all this happened in front of the eyes of an unhappy woman. Carolina was inconsolable for a long time. She was left alone with 3 children, and what to do with her life further, did not know. Together with Charlotte and sons, Andrea and Pierre, the woman moved to Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, where for a while hid from the persecution of representatives of the media. Charlotte from an early age experienced a lack of maternal love and attention. Her mother was extremely strict in the upbringing of children. And little Charlotte was prepared for the difficulties of life on a par with her brothers. And then Princess Caroline met Prince Ernst August V of Hanover and married him. A year later, Charlotte had a little sister, Alexandra. Now Caroline decided to correct her maternal mistakes and catch up with her little daughter. And 13-year-old Charlotte, considered already old enough and independent enough to cope with everything on her own, Charlotte from childhood adored animals. For the little princess, who experienced a deficit of maternal love and communication with ordinary peers, they became the best friends. The girl's passion has always been horses. Her mother also adored these graceful creatures, and often rode on horseback. In her younger years, Charlotte dreamed of leaving her aristocratic boring life and go to Iceland, where she could engage in breeding horses. Even as a child, the princess perfectly mastered the art of riding. As an adult, Charlotte often took part in equestrian competitions, such as the Global Champions Tour, Paris Eiffel Jumping, Gucci Masters, and others. By the way, the love for equestrian sport was instilled in Charlotte by her favorite aunt Stephanie. On her 12th birthday, her aunt gave Charlotte her first horse, which she named Amelia. Early in the morning, Stephanie saddled the horse and rode up to Charlotte's balcony. The happy girl waved to her aunt. And Stephanie shouted to her with a laugh. "I've put Amelia up to it, she'll take you to the end of the world. Hold your freedom, my girl." Princess Stephanie, the younger sister of Charlotte's mother, was a breath of fresh air in the princely family. The girl looked at her aunt with genuine admiration, you bet, because Stephanie managed to live the way she wants, disregarding other people's demands. Stephanie, for all her youth, managed to be a model, and singer, and designer. She was easy, free and fun, not afraid to break the rules, was a passionate nature, because of which often caused envy and discontent of other members of the princely family. In addition, Princess Stephanie often fell in love and did not hesitate to have one affair after another. Charlotte wanted to become like her favorite aunt. In addition, she was for the girl almost the only close person, despite the fact that the character of Charlotte was much softer than the character of her favorite aunt Stephanie, and the temperament of the two women significantly different. The princess managed to become the ideal of a free and independent woman, which so liked her in childhood. Equestrian sport hardened the beauty and made her determined and patient. And knowledge of 3 languages, a brilliant education, received in the French Lycée Fenelon, and a degree in philosophy at the Sorbonne opened the door to a secure and interesting future. In addition, we should not forget that Charlotte became not just an interesting person and a beautiful woman, she was also a princess. And this fact always implied additional privileges and attention of the press. She was invited to cooperate with major brands, she became the face of Gucci, worked on television and worked as a journalist for the famous British publication The Independent. Personal life. Clever and beautiful Charlotte, as it often happens, was not lucky in love. In addition, all her novels immediately became public. People are always dissatisfied with the choice of monarchs, and no matter who this choice fell on, a prince a marriage of convenience, a simple guy disrespect for tradition. Charlotte chose the second option. She, like her aunt Princess Stephanie, was indifferent to polished aristocrats, but to people of art has always harbored reverent feelings. Relationships with the first chosen one, the owner of the art gallery in London Alex Dellal, ended 4 years after meeting. And just 5 months later, Charlotte fully immersed in a stormy and prolonged romance with French actor Gad Elmaleh, who was older than the girl as much as 15 years. The public poorly perceived these relationships of the princess. The press did not tire of writing that Elmaleh uses Charlotte to thus improve his financial situation and demand in the profession. And in fact, the actor's career became more dynamic after he began to appear in the society of the unspoken Princess of Monaco. The situation worsened when Charlotte and Gad had a son, Raphael, 2013, born out of wedlock. A barrage of criticism and demands to break off the engagement with Alfonso this woman had to read in the press almost every day. The couple, formed in late 2011, broke up in 2016. New love. On June 1, 2019, Princess Charlotte officially became the wife of film producer Dimitri Rassam, son of actress Carole Bouquet. They began dating in 2017, although they had known each other for quite some time. The spark of passion erupted unexpectedly and promised to burn both to the ground, given that Dimitri was at that time married to Russian model Maria Novoselova, with whom he raised a daughter. The development of this affair was followed by the whole world. In the press, Charlotte was ruthlessly criticized and called a divorcee. Although Dimitri tried to take the blow for himself, he came to his wife and frankly told her that he loved another, offered her a good payoff and divorce. And then found out that Charlotte was expecting a child from him. In 2018 at the Rose Ball in Monaco, Rassam and Casiraghi announced their engagement, but the wedding was decided to play later after the princess gave birth to her lover's son Balthazar. Today Charlotte and Dimitri look happy.